Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chop Talk for RCW Violent Healing. I am a random guy who's going to sit here and react and press buttons. Right over here is your host for this show. It's Princess Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I'm doing great, Andre. Well, for the most part, I'm doing great. I did legs today. I've kind of been lazy over the last couple of months. So, like, today was a heavy leg day, and I regret it. You can see I'm slouching a little bit. It's because my hips are just screaming at me, like, what the fizzity yuck did you do to us? And why? How are you doing
It's,
today, Andre?
I'm doing okay. Shitty sleep last night. Long
Hmm.
day at work, so I moved my gym date session to tomorrow. I had to do
Fair.
this, and I'm like, if I go to the gym, I'm going to fall asleep before we even start recording. So I figured I'd do this instead.
That's fair, because I wouldn't recommend taking a pre-workout this late in the day anyway.
I don't
Says
take it to begin
says
with,
the girl
so
who watched you drink 2 energy drinks at 9 o'clock.
that is true. That is true.
Oh, man. Yeah, as
Hmm.
Andre said, I am gonna be the host for this show because Andre unfortunately caught the plague that was going through the horde at this time. I had it the week before. It muddled up our schedule for filming and recording and watching stuff, and then Andre got sick the week after. It muddling continued.
Hmm.
So I attended RCW with the horde and not Andre, and it was weird. But Andre should be proud. I took a lot of notes,
I am.
and
I am.
and I had a few people around me giving me move names that I didn't know, which were few. I knew a lot. I got a
Good.
lot of gold stars this night. I'm pretty proud of myself, except for there's like I was reading this as we were watching the intro real quick, and I'm like, yeah, you're gonna get a chuckle at that.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get me a chuck away here to talk RCW
Yes.
Violent Healing from that was the week before last,
Now
right?
the
It was
16th, I believe.
15th. That was a Saturday.
15th.
15th. Saturday the 15th of February.
Yes.
And it
After
kicked off
the
with
dreaded day.
Son of Irish versus Kato.
Kato. It was Kato. It was Kato in his, as per usual, oversized tiger head, tail a wagon. Everything we love about seeing Kato. Um, Soy Boy. Soy Boy is continuing the heel stuff, coming in not happy with people, except for I think Nathan. He was happy with Nathan. Not happy with the rest of the crew, which was fine. So getting into the match, there was a rolling forearm by Kato to start off, and a what I called a bouncing Falcon arrow by Kato. So when I say bouncing, he bounced him off the top rope and then fed him into the Falcon arrow,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I
Um,
think more when I've heard on commentary, it's usually called a rebound because you lift them, drop them,
that would
rebound
make
them off
sense.
into the
Yeah.
move. It's what I've heard on commentary in the past.
Okay. Rebound. Okay. So a rebound Falcon arrow by Kato on Son of Irish. There's a Tope Suicida by Son of Irish. Always, always good. There's a that phenomenal forearm by Son of Irish. We got the two Irish fronts by Son of Irish, not the third, only the dos. We also got a, is it Greed Killer? The that DDT off the rope
Greed
with the
Killer,
feet on the
Green
rope.
Killer. There's been multiple names for it, yeah, or just the Randy Orton, the old school Randy Orton style DDT.
Yeah, but he's not Randy Orton. He's Son of Irish, and since he's Irish, we'll go with Green Killer by Son of Irish. He did this a couple times to Kato throughout the match. It's a really, really good heel spot, and I think a really good one for Son of Irish to kind of keep up on. There was one point where Son of Irish was getting in the face of the ref. Matt slaps again. Just, I have till 5. It was phenomenal. Um, there was one point, so when Soy Boy got in the face of the ref, Kato actually ran behind him and got into a bridge, so like a little tabletop position. And the ref shoved son of Irish, which he tripped over Kato. Kato picked up a pin attempt. Only got 2. That one was a fast count. A little bit of a fast count on that one. But son of Irish has been antagonizing Matt Slap since his return. It doesn't surprise me that these two are starting to get heated. So there's a spinning power bomb by Kato for 2. There's one point where Son of Irish tried to grab his little stickety stick from the corner. Matt Slap said, "Nay, nay, sir. Sashay away." And while his back was turned, Son of Irish low blowed Kato and followed up with a power bomb for the win. Son of Irish standing tall to start off this show and got the crowd really, really hot. This was a really fun back and forth. You could tell these guys knew each other well, knew what to kind of plan for, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed this match. How did I do, Andre?
Yeah. You just described Son of Irish just like he is, a cheeky little bastard.
It's damn true. I'm glad that's coming back.
We move on to a graphic I made.
Yay! Thank you. Oh, lordy. So, yes, we have Sid Greed taking on Dean Richtor. Sid coming out in a wild card JJ shirt. I hope I didn't just get makeup all over it. She's caked up. Jesus. Yeah, so Sid coming out wearing a JJ shirt. This is where I thought you would get the chuckle, because I didn't know what the flying Sid this was, because it was literally a flying Sid. I wrote down Tope Con what the fuck by Sid onto Dean on the outside.
Dive. It's a somersault dive where he goes like it's a tope suicida, but he somersaults through, right?
No, he went over. He went over the top.
Okay.
And he flipped, but there was more flips and spins in it than there usually
what the fuck?
is.
I like it.
Tope Con what the fuck is what I went with on that, because everyone around me even didn't know what to call it, so that's just what I wrote down, because your girl has to move on to the next note, because this match was moving very quick.
A Tope Con Sid.
There you go. Coined you your own move, Sid. I know I had you on for a reason, Andre. There is Sid with his chops. When he hits just right, he is clap happy, and that noise echoes in that venue, regardless of how loud that crowd is. When you get a gasp, an audible gasp from the crowd from a chop, you know it was a gooder. Yeah, and then a diving senton by Sid as well. Hesitation drop a kick from Dean Richtor. Oh, sorry, hesitation drop fist by Dean Richtor with his 2 fists that are on his feet. Nice straight up hesitation, more hesitation than we've seen Kenta have lately. Kenta just really wants to boot people in the face. There was some knee stripes and a flipping backbreaker by Richtor on Sid. There are some also really hard chops coming from Richtor in this one. Again, he's very clap happy with those. And once in a while, you'll get a nice deep thudder, but he was very clap happy in this one. So there was I hope I wrote this down right, knee lariat to the back of the head, but Sid actually manages to kick out. So there's like a jumping knee to the back of the head while Sid was he wasn't standing, but he was down. And then Dean attempted for a pin there for 2. There's a bridging deadlift German for 2, but Richtor maintains control and brings him back to his feet for a big strike, which was pretty cool. So he went for the bridging German. Sid kicked out, and Richtor maintained the control of that waist, pulled him back up, fed him a big old forearm. Yushigoroshi by Sid made me very happy. Seismic fist driver, though, by Dean Richtor for the win. Fun little match. I appreciate that they're setting up something between Dean and JJ and Sid, kind of being involved in there. It's kind of become a little bit of a interesting love triangle where JJ's kind of just going to blows with Richtor, and like Sid's sitting in their back like, yeah, man, get him. It's great. I like the little story being told here. But yeah, how did I do, Andre?
All about that fist.
Time to fist, man. It's time to fist.
We move on. The match I was most disappointed that I missed.
As you should. Because, man, did we have a lot of fun with this one. And a lot of it stemmed from kind of heckling Krieger. Is it Krieger or Kruger? Krieger? I feel like it's German, so it would be Krieger. Krieger? I don't know. The phonetics wouldn't sound Krieger.
I got a message the other day. Just random GIF from one Mitch Clarke saying loud noises. And he's asking, how, did I like his match at the last show? I said, I was sick. I wasn't there. He's like, no, you didn't see me make fun of Scottish Diesel then.
No, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah. Bless his heart. Krieger's a phenomenal athlete. Scottish dude. I don't know if this was intentional or just a happy little accident, but he looks exactly like Diesel. Like with like the Shawn Michaels Diesel
I know
with
who
the
Diesel
singlet.
is.
And, well, there's been many a variation. I just wanted to make sure we had
there's Diesel,
specific.
there's fake Diesel, so it's only two.
And now there's Timu Diesel.
That's fake Diesel. Fake Diesel is Timu Diesel.
That's what we started chanting at one point. Was Timu Diesel, and it was phenomenal. And there was I didn't understand this reference, but everyone around me did. Mitch kept doing this thing where he would go, ha, ha. Yeah, everyone
Diesel,
understood it. I'm just sitting there like, I'm having fun.
Diesel used to do it back in the day.
Okay, good. Yeah, because everyone would pop around us when he would do that.
The Diesel Mac trucks.
The Diesel train. Okay, I got it.
Horn. So Diesel did the
Okay. No. I'm up to speed now. Okay. I feel like an idiot
2 weeks later.
Right? I was just having fun at this point. Oh, man. Okay, so to start off, Krieger looking like Diesel. There's an ankle lock by Krieger and Clarke that looked pretty cool. They actually went out to the crowd at one point, as sometimes they do, and kind of mucking around out there. Bless his heart, Krieger was actually interacting with us quite a lot. He wasn't phased by what we were saying. He was leaning into it, and it was hilarious. Mitch had a phenomenal back and forth match here. Delayed suplex by Mitch Clarke. There was a fisherman. How did I get Superman out of that? Fisherman hook suplex by Mitch.
It's now the Superman fish hook suplex by Mitch.
Superman.
Super fish hook suplex.
Super fish. There you go. Exploder out of the corner. I'm finally recognizing those. Exploder out of the corner from Mitch Clarke. A follow-away slam by Clarke for 2. There was a big boot by Krieger. I hope that's his name. Is that how it would be said in Scottish? I can't do the Scottish. Krieger. Maybe. That makes sense. Anyway, big boot by Krieger. So the end of the match, a little shocking, Andre, a little scandalous. As Clarke is spitting, probably at some point, is setting up the Spindly Bindley. Soyboy, son of Irish, runs in and hits Mitch Clarke in the knee, ending the match in a disqualification.
Ooh.
So a few things kind of came out of that ending. I would say that Krieger kind of deserves a rematch, which, yes, all for that. 100% yes. And also, son of Irish making a push for a big singles title.
Well, he did win the Rumble. He did win the Rumble. And I think he gets a shot in March or April.
Let's hope so. I think the next show is what, March? 25th? 21st. 21st. So yeah. Yeah, interesting setup at the end of this one. Still a really, really fun match. Definitely missed you for this one, man. You would have had a great time with this one. So fun. So fun. So interactive.
We move on. Othias Jones making his return.
Yeah.
I'm mad I missed this.
Again, as you should. We know that Harlon has been doing a phenomenal job in putting over some of the younger talent lately, and this was no different. Othias Jones versus Harlon Abbott. There's a big back elbow by Jones to start this off, and a lot of really great chain. I felt like I had a mini stroke there. Uh, chain wrestling with these guys. Now, I don't know how to call chain wrestling moves. You guys just know that there was a lot of stuff that ended with
Moves.
them going, ha.
A lot of moves.
It was very impressive the way they could effortlessly flow with each other, though. It looked so good, so precise. It was just magnifique. So there was what did I write here? Jones sends Harlon hard into the corner and then hits a rebound kind of bulldog. So he kind of like bounces off of the corner there. Looked really, really cool. We've been seeing it sort of with Ozawa as well, doing something similar in Pro Wrestling Nua. There's a swinging neck breaker by Jones on Harlon. These guys, the back and forth match was so good. Think of some of the matches that we've been seeing with Harlon lately. Him versus Son of Irish, him versus Christian Star, him versus Weston King. This was the energy of like student and teacher, but the student was like whipping the teacher's ass. Jones was on top of this match for a lot of it until we got to the end. Jones, I think, was going for an elbow drop because that seems to be one of the moves that he does a lot, which I love because he does very, very crisply and very quickly. He doesn't waste time going from point A to point B and yelling at the crowd. He's yelling at the crowd as he's moving. It saves him some time. So he's going up for an elbow drop. Harlon avoids it, rolls him up in a crucifix pin. So where he's got both of those arms for the win.
Nice.
This was really, really fun match. I felt honestly the end was a little sudden, but it kept the crowd electric for the next match, which got even hotter.
All right.
What do you think, Ben? What do you think about what I said so far?
I'm just really sad I missed Othias. I've only gotten to see him wrestle in live in person once, and I know I know he's a fan of this show. I know he watches. So, dude, I seriously appreciate you. I'm so sad I was sick and I had to miss your match. So, yeah,
Not again. Never again.
never
We
again.
will drag
Well,
you.
I can't guarantee never again. If I'm sick, I'm sick, and I don't want to get other people sick. And I was legitimately,
That's fair.
I was so out of it. I couldn't have driven my car. Like I was that lightheaded and loopy that day. I was
Yes, I know. I was messaging you.
Yeah, it was a very weird day. I was missing stuff for hours on end and then getting into weird parts of conversations. It was weird. So yeah.
Yes, it was.
All right, we move
Anywho.
on. RCW International Tag Team Championship match. The RADz versus Barricade and the Old Man.
Two very important things about him. Steve Wilde. Barricade versus
No.
TY. Rich King.
Old
Yeah,
man.
old man. But I need to explain to people who the old man is. We got our tips top.
That's why I hit him behind Barricade. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yay. Yes. I'm so glad that we're not actually attached. How freaking weird would it be for your finger to just suddenly come out and boot me in the face?
Oh my god, that would make my day.
Anywho, Rich got a new look. kick pads and training boots instead of his regular boots. And I'm not gonna lie, it changed the way he moved in the ring. Like, he was still doing his things, but I don't know if it was just because it was different footwear, but the style that he had, it looked a little different. It's interesting how just a very simple change can change almost everything. Like something that seems so inconsequential. Anyway, um,
I
oh
saw
yeah,
I
and
saw
then
that with
also
Michael
the
Richard Blaze when he switched from his kick pad and shoe look to the boots he wears now. Dude, it was a difference in how Blaze moved. So I get it. I
mhm,
get it.
mhm. Yeah, we got it. This is very like I mean, Rich is an athlete as it is. We know that. He's a personal trainer for goodness sake. But I don't know. It's like when he put on this different footwear, it's like he leveled up a little bit. It's like, in video games how like certain footwear will have only like a certain amount of speed and you can level up with a different kind of footwear and it'll give you more speed or more something or whatever, some kind of random
Hmm.
helpful something. That's what like this situation is. It's like his wrestling boots give him one set of skills, but the trainers give him something else. It's very interesting. Anyway, now that I've wasted a lot of time talking about shoes. All
As the
right.
Melball does.
Uh, what is this? I wrote a figure four
Wrestling.
leg lock and wiggles in the ears. I'm not entirely sure what I meant by that, but if someone's in a figure four, I'm going to assume that it's one of the RADz putting it on somebody else. Oh, wiggles in the ears, probably a wet willy.
Yeah.
I don't know what I meant by this, but I just wrote Steve being old. I feel like
Yeah.
there was probably a few moments in time where it's unfortunately just going to be noticeable when you're facing much younger guys. It's probably just what I meant there. Rich going for a DDT, but Barricade turns it into a choke slam. That was not fun. My next note is Rich got choke slammed. Get me some more notes on there. Um, so Rich gets picked up at the Snake Eyes, but Snake Eyes is the picker upper into the corner, so that would be the old man. Um, getting snake eyed in the corner. I remembered what that was too. Be proud of me. Um, there was a tope suicida onto the old man on the outside by TY. He caught him. There was a thrust kick answered for a forearm that takes out the guy I wrote, which I'm going to assume is the old guy. Tornado DDT and Swanton for the win by TY and Rich. Freaking phenomenal match, as per usual. The RADz always put on an amazing performance, and these guys do pretty good too. I've been really enjoying watching the evolution, if you will, of Barricade over the last couple of years. And I'm interested to see where this year kind of takes him because we have been seeing him going out to other places, other companies. So I'm excited to see what this means for him. Afterwards, there was some the old guy yells at Barricade, and Barricade levels the old guy. Hilarity ensues.
Yay.
Yeah, it was a good time. Then I think we went to intermission. Oh no, this was the first match back from intermission, actually.
Because up next is the main event.
Yes, my main event.
Or at least our main event, because I didn't. I've only got one more graphic, so
There was a
record.
main event, but I don't care for it.
Yeah,
So
we don't
I
talk
can
about the
mention
real.
that it
We don't.
happened and I can mention what I saw afterward, but I didn't watch the match, so I can't really give an opinion on it.
There you go.
So yeah, my
Real
main event,
the horde main event.
yes. So this was not the main event that we got. We got a tag match. So it was JJ Spade with his tag team partner Sid Greed pulling double duty tonight. Also wearing a JJ shirt again against Ginha and Bruv of Ginha. There were
I
two
saw
Ginhas.
some video. I saw some
It was
video.
phenomenal. It was phenomenal. So let's get into it then.
So Ginha and Bruvha?
Sure. I think someone else, I can't remember what they said, and I think it was Adam. I might have to ask Adam because we were trying to figure out what to call him.
Bruvha.
Because, well, they were calling him something else, like with liquor. Like, I think it was like whiskey or something like that. Like, I don't remember, but someone called him something hilarious. We'll have to ask Adam what it was. Anyway, getting into the match here, there was a bridging underhook suplex by JJ on Ginha, which was really, really cool. Greed Killer by Bruv of Ginha.
Oh my god. Oh, he's stealing people's moves now. What the hell?
I know, right? Son of Irish would be livid. Bridging Fisherman Hook suplex by Sid onto Bruv of Ginha. There were 3 Ginha friends done on Sid.
I'm surprised he's not the son of Ginha here. It's not the son of Ginha.
We were chanting that for a bit, but Ginha said he did not claim him. He was not his. So this is why we moved to Bruv. Bruv makes sense. We respect the not claiming. Anywho, where was I? Ginha with the finger snap. The noise. It's so loud.
Every the Ginha or the Bruv of Ginha?
It was Ginha. I made sure to, when I was referring to the other one, I wrote down Bruv. We're good. Yeah, and then a front flip elbow drop onto Sid. Standing flipping shooting star press by, I wrote bruh and not bruv on that one. Fisherman hook buckle suplex by Ginha on Sid. I love it, but I love it. I love buckle bombs right now. I don't know why, but like I'm on a kick for them. I think they're phenomenal, and if you can do it and make it look really good, like Ginha can, so good. What noise was that? Oh my god. I'm
sorry, I farted.
So eventually the mask did come off of Bruv to reveal, oh my god, it's Son of Irish. And then the mask went back on, and I went, oh my god, it's not. Where did he go? Tope con Hilo by Bruv. And oh my god, it's Subway again. Dive by Sid onto everyone at that point. It was just kind of just a over the top wee.
A Tope con, what the fuck?
No, the Tope con Hilo came from Ginha afterward.
No. Tope con, what the hell came from Sid?
Yeah, he didn't do that in this match, though. I think one was his capacity for the night, and that's fair because the landing doesn't look particularly pleasant. Jumping knee by JJ to Ginha. There was a Blue Thunder Bomb by Ginha for the win on JJ. After
nobody wins with a Blue Thunder Bomb. What are you talking about?
I saw it with my own eyes.
That was for Mike. That one was for Mike.
Love you, Mike. Yeah, Blue Thunder Bomb for the win. But this was after. Dean Richtor made his presence renowned to the crowd and pushed JJ off of the top turnbuckle, allowing Ginha to gain the upper hand. Then afterwards, Dean Richtor, of course, because Sid was indisposed at the moment. Dean Richtor starting to beat down on JJ, but Ginha making a save. Good guy. Seems like the separation from the Manson family is bringing out the good bloke. in Ginha. And that was the show for me. At this point, I left. Well, I didn't leave. I went into the lobby and waited for some of my friends to come out of the back so we could go out into the parking lot and
Hang
have
out.
some festivities.
Yeah.
If you want, I can talk about what happened at the main event. I don't know how it
Care.
ended. I just know that Moondog did.
I'm not really worried about it.
Winner. Dolly was
Moondog, woo!
phenomenal. Dolly was there. She looked phenomenal.
Moondog and Dolly, woo! I think that's all we need to talk about.
I'm pretty sure if you want to know what actually happened at the show, you can check out Twitter. You can just write in RCW, and I'm sure you'll be able to find clips of it on there where you can see what happened.
Yeah,
It was a chain
probably.
match. I'm not a hardcore fan. It's not my vibe, but it's the one of the entrants in it is also not my vibe. So yeah, that's all we're gonna say on that. This was the show. It was so fun. I had a blast. Missed you there though. Missed you there.
I
But
know. I miss
it was
being
still a
there.
very good time. You should have. Missed a lot of great matches.
Oh, well, we've come to the end of Melball's episode of Shop Talk. You can find me on the X and Blue Sky at That Can Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and threads at That Can Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, and right here on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find us over on A Plus Productions, where they simulcast all of our Japanese wrestling content over there. aplusproductions.com, and sign up for the RSS feed for the A Plus Wrestling. Also, you can check me out over on our local establishment. I will be there every Wednesday for the next foreseeable future, because I'll be there doing Spider-Man this week on February 26th, and on every subsequent Wednesday, I will be talking Daredevil for the next bunch of weeks. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. So youtube.com/at our local establishment or twitch.tv/our local establishment. You can also see me and Melball over on Backbreaker Video. You can check them, Mike simulcasting all of our stuff over there. YouTube.com/at Backbreaker Video. You can see him live over at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. And you can see replays of his gaming content at youtube.com/at Backbreaker_gaming. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow me on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow me on everything else, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishment programming on Mondays at 8 p.m. Mountain Time-ish. We'll say 8:30-ish on Monday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, well, 8 to 8:30-ish Mountain Time, where we do women's classic wrestling with T. Collins and the natural Astrid. We are doing season 2 of the Mae Young Classic. I'm super excited because this is where I believe I get to see Maiko Satomura in the Mae Young Classic, and I haven't really seen a lot of her stuff despite being a big Japanese wrestling fan. So I'm excited for this. Astrid got to see it live. We're going to have some fun conversations. You can also catch me on Thursdays at 8:30 Mountain Time for Honor Ramble with Auntie Collins and Kyle Sparks, where we talk about all the things that make us cry with Ring of Honor, which on the last episode wasn't much, surprisingly. Surprisingly. You can also catch me with this guy on Fridays on our local establishment. Yes, you
Not
can.
this Friday. Not this Friday.
No, we're doing a pre-recorded, aren't we?
We don't have time to even do pre-recorded.
Oh yeah, because my Thursday is booked. Honor Ramble does have us ramble a lot, but regularly you can find me on Fridays at 8 p.m. Mountain Time with this guy doing Japanese Wrestling Update, where we update you about of our Japanese wrestling news that we care about, which I realized we never talked about Evil, the situation with him.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
okay
gonna
with
say
that.
you're not too hurt about it though.
No, not at all.
Oh man. If you're wanting to watch an RCW show, oh wait, you can also catch me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. Yes. All right. If you're wanting to watch Real Canadian Wrestling, we will leave a link in the comment or in the description box down below to their Facebook page where you can get a link to their Eventbrite and purchase tickets to all of their events coming through a town near you. Or you can get in touch with some of the wrestlers that you know or love and get them some ticket sales, get them some extra cashola in their pockets.
Kashish.
Capiche?
Kashish.
Shishish? What are you saying?
Kashi. Kashish.
Hashish? Isn't that something you smoke?
No, kashish. C with a C. Kashish.
Oh, hashish. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Kashish.
the kashish.
I am doing great today.
Sure, you are.
Uh, that being said, Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Nope, nothing. I'm good. I want to thank y'all for joining us. I want to thank y'all for joining us here. Thank you so much for tuning here on the YouTube. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Please share us out to our friends, family, and people who like to flip over things and crash and burn. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Meow.
How are you gonna share it with airlines?
No, I said people who like to flip over things and crash and burn.
Well, Delta Airlines.
I didn't even mean that. I just meant like wrestlers who flip over things and then fall instead
Okay,
of.
yeah.
That's
No,
what I
that makes
meant.
sense.
And like crash and burn. You do a flip over something and then they fall on their face or something. Those guys.
But please don't do that. That being said, I am your Melball.
She is.
Over there is Andre.
I am.
We will see you next time.